It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Riverhogs and the Elks, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and the world-renowned city of Louisville, Kentucky. Hi again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, joining you as always. And Charles, you check out this Louisville team.
They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors, Salt Lake City, they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States and on the road this week.
And they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they'll put up with those and continue to move forward.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
When you look at this defense,
well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
To throw is Bennett.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Pickett back to throw.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Riverhogs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw here. Bennett. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. When you look at this defense,
and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll run on first down with Akers.
And some room to work.
Down to the 10.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Elks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Riverhogs offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. Here's Pickett.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 17 carries, 97 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
First catch here for London, and also a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett.
This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he's got it. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Robinson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Bennett.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Davis now to return it. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Riverhogs offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting set for this next possession.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Open net is Waddle, complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kenny Pickett.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Riverhogs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away.
And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Returnable here for Davis.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Robinson up the middle.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now Pickett. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Kenny Pickett
with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Riverhogs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Bennett.
Little short pass here to Hill.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
And Bennett will look to throw.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air.
Bennett now.
Little short pass here to Hill. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Bennett looking to throw.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Elks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
In motion, that's Tolbert. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
73 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw. Pickett. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Pharaoh Brown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Riverhogs are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Adams the man in motion left.
Bennett now to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Bennett. Escapes the sack. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Oh, some strong running. There he goes, right side. Touchdown.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Elks get a bit closer.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, He will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The home team's offense had Kenny Pickett headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
And a dump off here to Robinson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Pickett. This will be caught by Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Checks this one down to Robinson.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Elks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Bennett now throwing to start the drive. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Bennett. Caught on the right side by Adams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
From the shotgun, here's Bennett.
Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
To throw is Bennett.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw here. Bennett. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Sticking to the aerial attack, here's Bennett. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We just watched a very good first half out of quarterback Kenny Pickett. He threw 2 touchdown passes, and he ran for 2 more. He did it all, as his guys were putting up points in bunches. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's Pickett.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A give up the middle to Akers. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now they'll look to throw with Bennett. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Bennett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Bennett working from the gun.
It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Operating from the gun, Bennett. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Ced Wilson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Elks are back within a score.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play. You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Pickett back to throw.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Back to throw, Pickett. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Evades the tackler and now some space. And he's taken down inside the 30.
87 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run again here with Robinson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Pickett. Open net is Waddle, complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Brown. So no gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kenny Pickett
punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was finished off by Kenny Pickett, taking it in himself.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Elks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there? Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Bennett here out of the shotgun.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now Pickett.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Now 2nd and 9.
Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
A give left side to Robinson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
In motion goes the tight end.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Caught on the slant. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Riverhogs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Completes it to Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And Bennett will look to throw.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 46, here's second down and 7.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Back to throw, Bennett.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Bennett looking to throw.
Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Bennett now off play action.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Bennett now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Bennett now to throw. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Elks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw, Pickett. Pickett slides down and he picks up the first.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Louisville, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.